Okay, I'm just sleeking back in. I'm properly wankered, obviously. Like the wankerage is now. Now that obviously the show gets properly going. This is sick. This is sicker of piss. This. I mean, it's ridiculous. So what have I been up to? What has Sergeant been up to off camera? Loads of shit. Loads of shit. Right, so the original bacon I thought was slightly overcooked and too crispy. It wasn't, but it was perfect to crumble into this. So I've done that. So I've crumbled that bacon from previous is crumbled into this. Okay, I just crumbled it in. I've also had a packet of bacon lardons. I'm not going to get the package out of the bin. The pancetta lardons. You know the pancetta lardons. I had a packet in there, so I'll bake that off with new bacon. So I've done new bacon and I've let this sit out. Now this is obviously not as cooked, but it's more flavourful. Right, so it looks better. So, but that will crumble in as well. That is the crumble. That will be the crumble. Yeah, so I put in that bacon. When I cook that off, I put it you know the metal tins I do it in, obviously. So I've got the 2 metal tins. I've got 3 actually, but I've got 2 at the moment. So I put the pancetta smoked bacon lardons in that. Another bacon, roasted them off. About 170 for about half an hour. Took them out. I put the lardons in this, which are in it, which are actually in it. So it is looking slightly different. You can see the actual bacon lardons in that. So look, so going a bit Dennis style, but fuck it. Not Dennis style, but you know what I mean. Like he's, you know, just Do you know, he's actually, I watched his focaccia and it's actually quite nice. I do like the focaccia. I thought his cakes were awful. He did a lamb in a pizza oven. I haven't watched that. I don't know how fucking mental that is. That sounds a bit mad to me, to be honest with you. That is a low and slow situation, and the pizza oven is the complete opposite of that, frankly, if I'm honest. Right, so this is very, right, we're going to get back to this. This is very bacon orientated as well now, along with that smoked paprika, along with the pork and the beef, and all the things that got in there. I'm going to have a little taste, right, so I'm just going to let you know what I reckon. Wow. Right, okay. And also what I've done as well, that tastes fucking mental. And also what I've done is I've put in a chicken stock cube as well. Alright. So a nice chicken stock cube. Okay, chicken stock cube. One of them. So it's got a beef one, not a really strong beef one. These are just like the normal beef ones. And water and the tomato paste and all we've done, and I whacked in. So I've basically off camera I've pimped it up and it is now amazing. But there's a couple of little things that I want to actually put into this, yeah, to finish it off, and that is I'm going to put in a little bit of English mustard. Right, I know it's a bit mental, right, and I'm going to whack in some Worcestershire sauce. Right. Not Worcestershire sauce, but just Worcestershire sauce. There you go. A little sprinkling. Don't go ridiculous. Don't go overboard or anything like that. Nice. So I'm now going to just... Right, so now this is the actual final part of the chilli. That is it, really. So I've got it the right consistency. I was a little bit hesitant at changing the colour of it, but it hasn't done. The only thing that I'm a little bit missing that I personally like in a chilli is I do like heat. I do like a lot of heat. So what I'm going to do, right, so I've got the bacon in there. So what I'm going to do, so I was going to sprinkle these on. I've got some jalapenos. I'm going to, I could cut some up and chuck them in, or I could just sprinkle them on. I'll see what I'm going to do. I'm going to just add them on. I'm not going to put them in the actual chili sauce itself. I'm just going to add it on. That's all I'm going to do. Right, I'm now going to taste this and see what we reckon. Bloody hell. Right, so that's added a really universal texture flavour that's gone into it. But I think what it's detracted from it is heat. Because I've added a few things into this that are going to complement it, but it's detracted from the heat itself. So I'm going to add in another full cap of chili flakes, because I'm not happy with the heat. I'm going to add a little bit more tomato puree as well. Actually, I want to make it slightly richer. And I'm going to add at the same time a tiny bit more light brown sugar. So I'm really starting to last minute doing pimping out now. So this is, because I want to get this right. I want to get this like a really nice sort of tomatoey base sauce, but with lots of heat. Not too much heat, but more heat, and plus with the bacon as well. The bacon is blocking out a lot of, not a lot of the flavours, but the mustard, adding the mustard in has enhanced it, but it's just taken it off on a different trajectory that I'm not completely happy with. So I want to bring it back into a more bacony sort of hot, smoky flavour. So I'm going to add a tiny bit more smoked paprika. A bit more on that. There we go. And that's what I'm going to do. No salt's been added to this, because them stock cubes I've whacked in have done the job completely, really. So there we go. There's a lot of things I need to be getting on with things, and I just wanted to finish this off completely. And we're just going to let this sit now. Really. Right, I'm going to have a taste of it. Okay, let's do it. That is banging. Oh, fucking hell, that is banging. That is mega banging. I'm going to put in a bit more butter, because butter is just better. It really does. It makes it more silky. I'm going to do it. That tastes absolutely fucking mental. This is going to make it even more mad now. So. Okay. I know, I don't want to get my arm in the way. I do a bit of Dennis sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm just going to check Cam Productions, making sure we're not getting no droppage. I was blurring out. But at the end of the day, I think it's just like, you know, part of the channel, when if I blur out and that. So, you know, do you know what I mean? So, that is mad. Right, this is going to be really mental now. So, because we've added more butter to it, it's just mad. Right, okay, so I'm going to taste it again. That's fucked up. Right, okay. That is ridiculous. Okay, that is like really nice chili, right? And the heat is in there, so that is mad. Okay. Right, fucking hell. Right, that's got to sit off the plate because we've got loads of shit to do. We've got loads of things to do now. Right, okay. I'm just going to plonk that over there. That's going to sit there. Fucking Jesus Christ. Right, wow. Right, okay, here we go. Right, I'm taking things off now. Right, okay, this is what we're going to do. Right, I'm going to serve just chips with this. So now I have got some crinkle chips, but I haven't got a lot, so I've bought some new. I've gone, normally I go home, right, these, right. Now I know like Ship Unit really takes a piss out of me doing frozen chips and things like that, but if you do them in the fryer, they are fucking amazing, they are really good. Right, that fryer, I've got a secret to this now. I'm literally a master at doing these frozen chips, mate. Right. That oil is off. There's no heat gone into it at all. I want this to cool down as much as possible, and even though it's still, I've got to do other things and other shit. That oil is cool, right? It's cold. It's not happening. Right, okay. Let's get a scissors. I'm well wankered. Right, Ron, but I know Ron like takes like notages down of how pissed I am, but. I've got garlic there, but I don't know why I've got it there. But I have, so. I think I was supposed to put it in the actual, but I'm not doing it now, so there we are. I'll use something else, that's not a problem. Right. Right, so I've just got some home style, straight out of home style, straight out chips. I don't know what the fuck that is. But it just means some chips. So I'm going to chuck them in the oil cold, and then I'm going to turn the oil on. And this is how I've been doing it for a while, actually. So I've been having some pretty cancelled meals because I'm only I know you're only getting the sergeant at a weekend now. You're not getting. Oh shit! I've just dropped the chip in the ashtray. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's right, don't worry, it's got ash on it, it's fine, don't worry about it, it's fine, it's only ash. It's probably got like added like phosphates to it and things like that, so it's like double, triple amazing. So I'm going to do, yeah, these are actually like more like actual chips, so I'm quite pleased with them. But yeah, if you just don't do them in the oven, it says oven, don't do them in the oven, do them in the fryer, and it actually come out fucking. They're actually really, really nice. So I know Ship Unit's going, oh fucking hell. Alright, oh you need to be doing. I'm in the freezer of frozen dystopias and frozen fucking dreams and hopes. Right, I'm in that. I've actually got, I will show you this as well. I've got 2 of these, and these are from work. Right, so I know everyone's going, oh fucking hell, what's he doing now? He's like literally a psychopath. I'm not, so it's fine. Doors open, so I know everyone's going, oh what the fuck is this shit? What is he doing? I've got this shit. I'll be doing this in another video, mate. I know it's wasteful, look at that. I've got one of them, mate. Look, I've got a pork rib. Look at that shit. There we go. So yes, I've got one of them. So I'm gonna put that back in the freezer, and I'll have that later on. Not later on, obviously, but I'm going to be doing dish with that. So I know, like Dennis is probably watching this going, oh fucking hell, I better get my barbecue fired up. Yeah, you're probably better off, mate. Yeah, do you want to? Right, let's just do like a I better put these on actually, to be honest. So, right, I'm going to whack these on about up to about an 8. I'm just going to stir them round. So, we've got a long ways to go yet, a long ways to go. So there we are. So, I mean, well, yes, I'll just say to Dennis, you know, do you want to... I'm bringing out an olive branch to Dennis. I'm bringing out an olive branch to Dennis. So if he wants to, he can. If he can reach out and say, Sergeant, alright, I've been a wanker because I've just not been mentioning you at all. Because of stupid reasons. If you want to say and bring that olive branch out, then yeah, fine. I'll do it. It's not a problem. Right, okay, so the chili's sitting over there over the side of the sink. You can't see it. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. Right. What we're going to do now, I now know I've got the garlic out and what I need. That's why I'm going to do it as I'm doing it. Right, I'm just in the middle of different things. Right, okay, I'm going to whack this on. Right, I'm going to whack this. I'm going to put some oil in it. Right. That's going to fry. And I've learned just chuck them in. Chuck them in the cold oil. Let them heat up, and they will do. So whack on about a full 9. I'll put some oil in the pan. And now, what we're going to do now is I'm going to whack in some butter, of course. Natural, isn't it? Like natural elements, you know. No, we haven't got in here today. Yeah, we haven't gotten here today, my fellow peasants and scumbags. Yeah, we haven't gotten here today. Yeah. Through our caveman ancestors eating daffodils, you know, small green plants with an occasional frog that's plopped on it, yeah, or grain that's just been ploughed out of the ground and you know makes floury stuff. Yeah, we got here today by eating raw beef, eating eyeballs, and munching down on cattle fucking scrotums. Yeah, that's how we got here. Yeah, eating that fat. Yeah, devouring that meat and bringing out our original sergeant. So that's what we're doing here today. Well, okay, so here we go. So we're going to we're just going to slice some garlic. So I'm just doing my Mitchy garlic situations. We've got a little knife. Little knife is now in action. Right? It's a little knife situation. I'm just you know, when I've got, I should actually take little knife to work really, but I'm just afraid of losing my little knife. I've had it for, you know, a long time, and you know, we're all aware that one's slightly fucked up, but don't worry about that. Just ignore it. It's fine. Minced start. Have you done a poo? No. Dinner. Minced. No. Bedtime's actually. It's fine. Mince has been good. Mince has been good. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the garlic and we're going to fry it off immediately. ASAP. Okay, so just spray it in. Lovely, nice garlic. Everyone loves garlic. Everyone loves garlic. Okay, so I'm going to take me so we're going to bring out the hot dogs, obviously. So I'm not going to put this in mystery tours because it's not a mystery and it's not a tour, so I'm just going to leave them over there. That's fine. Yeah, don't worry about that, it's fine. Right, okay, I need wooden spoon. Right, wooden spoon's occupied. I've got to get cousin from wooden spoon or something. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to start to just cook this garlic down now a little bit. Right, I know that's on. I'm just going to employ another wooden spoon for that. That'll do. I'm just going to move these chips around. They're on full whack, okay? So they've gone from cold oil to full whack. I've chucked them in at cold oil. Trust us, it works. Alright, okay? I'm hoping you'll... I could do a little bit more oil, okay? But it doesn't matter, that's fine. Okay, right, here we go. This is the most important aspect there. Right, hot dogs. We've got the butter, oil and garlic and hot dogs in. Okay, now they are, now I know a lot of people might be saying, oh, they're not very thick. They're not very thick, I must admit that. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to end up using 2 hot dogs to go. Or 3, maybe, even 3 maybe. The rolls I've got, I'm very pleased with. I'm going to be using these sort of rolls, okay. I could have gone with brioche. I was going to do it actually in a roll, but that's why I named the title of the video, You Get a Roll with It. But I'm going to do it in one of these. They're slightly longer than a brioche, and they're going to fit, the hot dogs are going to fit in there perfectly. They're nice, they're quality, and they're ability. Okay. And ability, at the end of the day, is what we're all about. I'm slinging me mate in my pan, okay. You know, a lot of people might be thinking to themselves, well, actually, to be honest with you, you know, we're quite amazed that you're getting over the fact that we now haven't got an Ainsley. I'm not. I'm extremely concerned about that. But I've got other confirmations that are going on. Alright. So check cam production. You do get blurrage. This is only just starting to boil up actually, so I've got it on full whack and it's not, it's going to take, it will take a while, but once it gets going, it does get going. With these, I want to just fry the actual, I want to get them to a nice fry, and that's called fried arrangements, yeah, fried ability. But you could crack some parsley into this, yeah, you could crack some black pepper and salt and fucking things like that. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to whack some salt in it though, and I do it and mix your salt. Now you can just chuck it in. You can chuck it in like a slump, yeah. Or you can go like that. You can go mix it. It's like a rain dance of salt just springing on, just easing it through. Like really keeping it strong and true and all that sort of stuff, like really, you know what I mean. So that's now got some potent flavours pinging through its body. Not my body, but you know, the body of the meat, yeah. So it's now seasoned. I'm going to give it a little tiny nick of black pepper, really nicking it. And really like singing it, really, you didn't even see it going. That's sort of like, maybe a little bit more. Just splash the juice coming out of it. Absolutely amazing, absolute quality and ability. Yeah, really singing true to them symbiotic times of past times and future times that might be okay, but there's major problems. Right, okay, so what we're going to do, right, we're going to turn this off. This is coming off now completely, right, because what we're about to do now is a different situation. Yeah, it's a situation that's going to involve, I'm going to take them hot dogs off. They look absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Look at them, babies. Not boiled in water or anything like that, but fried off in butter and garlic. Fuck, man. Oh, just you got to know how to do it, and some people do, and most people don't. Problems, you know, doing different things, like getting out there into the world, and you know, saying to people with ponytails, no, them cupcakes were rubbish. Like absolutely fucking probably a fuck. I'm gonna do the lamb. I'm gonna go for lamb. I'm gonna have a look and see what I think. So, right, okay. So I'm just leaving them to cook over there. Right, I've got other issues that are pressing. So here we go. Okay, I need to get the plateau of ability up and ready. So it needs a wet cloth because we are missing a tile, which means we're going to have issues. Right, that's off. That's actually the whole. Right, Christine's just decided to say no, and that's not good, so I need to get that back on. Right, okay, here we go. And here we go. And this is one of the most concluding situations that we're going to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, the Mincer is having a mini attack, which means that she wants food. I've got to feed her, so not in that way, obviously. Sick bastards. I've got to get some food out for the Mincer, okay? And I'll see you scumbags in a bit. Okay, welcome back. Right, the actual chili is completely finished, yeah. It's mental. I've had to do extra double touches to it to make it even more mitchy. Oh, fucking hell. The chips are well wankered. The chips are fried in the fryer. I'm not going to try and do it, Dennis. I'm going to keep the arm out of the... I'm not wearing green shirt because Dennis has got me wearing green shirt, so no bollocks. I will only come back onto Dennis's eyes. All he's got to do is say, I don't know, he might be cooking something and he goes, oh, I've got a really furious tone. Or something. He has just some form of recognition. That's all I ask. That's it. But no, fuck it. Stupid, like, eyebrow faces, eye movements, ponytail, stupid moustache, and smothering shit all over your face, and that's all you get. So, right, okay, so we're going to just tone this down. Right, the chips are like, these are just, it's the best way to do unfried oven chips, really. Just do them in the fry, they're fucking amazing, they're lush as fuck. Right, I've got major problems I've got to deal with, really. Right, okay, first thing. Right, the roll. I've got to roll with it, right? So I've got to roll with it, I'm going to cut it up, and I'm going to try and use, I'm going to use this one. So, here we go. So I'm going to cut it in half. Here we go. It's a bread roll. Right, it's a really nice. I've got to cut it. I've got to get it in a certain way because this is very specific. This sort of situation. Right, I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'm not going to be gentle, but no. Right, the grill's on. I'm going to grill it. Right, that's what I'm going to do. This is the way I'm going for this. Right. I'm going to grill the fuck up, right? Okay, chips are being cooked, they're fine. I'm going to put them down to, they're on a 7 now, so I've lowered them down. So I just want to know, chips are safety record, yeah? Right, we're going to get into 00 Agent 129, and it is confirmed in the Mitchies, it is 00 Agent 129. And we are talking about Basil and Baz, yeah? This is feeling really quite warm and I'm a bit concerned, so I'm going to put some water in there. That is not happening. I don't want that to explode or anything. I've only got one tile now, so I've got a lot more heat that comes off, because that sound very hot situations, right? Okay, so that's how we've done it, and that's how we deal with it, right? And that's that. Okay, so we've got Basil and Baz. Now, obviously, I was a little bit pissed off recently because he was already on a mission, and I did say he was an island in the Pacific somewhere, but I didn't know where it was. Now I know it was. It was an island called Narubi or something like that. N-U-N-A-U or something. It's in between the Marshall Islands and Tahiti, okay? But it's a bit of a shit place, frankly. And the person that was on there, got there, that Basil and Dave was on there to get, he literally just got flown in there, really. There was nothing really special that happened. I'm just keeping an eye on these. These sometimes look dumb, but they're not. You need to just take them past the point, and then you get them ready. I'm going to get them originally. I'm just going to use salt. That's all I'm going to do. That's it. No pepper, just salt. That's it. So that's that situation. But yeah, there's a bloke called Dave that lived in this island. It's an atoll, So basically the difference is basically the actual foundations of the island are made up with like old coral reefs and shit like that. So it's not really that solid. It is solid, but it's not. If you're looking at a strong hurricane, it could be fucked off, right? So it's got plant life, but not as you know it, Jim. Do you know what I mean? So that's all I'm going to say. It's not a recommended scenario. They're trying to build a pool, but they can't. They've just got some sort of like fucking brick thing with a crane and a fucking HGV. Yeah, that's it. It's proper shit. So he's gone now, delivered the letter, and then immediately has been enacted into. Oh, so he delivered the letter to a bloke called Dave. He's a native there called Dave. Ala num num do coconuts and lots of fish. Yeah, that's his actual name. So yeah. And he delivered that letter because he made basically a coral reef stew, topped with fried fish and bits of crispy seaweed. One video, done it last week. Week later, Michelin letter. I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing. So I know everyone's going, oh, surely Sarge's going to go mental. I'm not. I'm just stating that fact of the situation. So if you want to go and watch Dave and then you can. But I need to get the fries out of the. But I'm going to get the fries out of the oil. This is going to be boring. I'll see you in a minute. God, so what's the last fucking one, huh? Do you know what I mean? Fucking hell, what now? Right, fuck it. I know I should have a bowl here where my thing is, but fuck it, I haven't done that. Right, so I've got my bowl. I'm just going to chuck these in. They're just nice crispy oven chips. I mean, I don't know why. You know what I mean? I know shit is going on. Fucking hell. You know what I mean? Just fry them in oil. It's fucking lush. Right, okay, they're done. Right, that's the situation. That's the end of the cake. That's the cake mixture risen. The icing's on it, and we're back to the same flown over there. So, right, okay, we've got things to go on, and I've got to do a bit of cleaning. Yeah. So yeah, you're watching Sergeant doing cleaning, mate. I'm tidying up my space. So, yeah. So I was going to say something, but then. That might, I don't want to do it, so I'll just say nothing, so. Right, okay. Anyway, so, yeah, 00 Agent 129, stuck on the Isle of Namuri, yeah. Now, he's got problems, so, because there's no airstrip there, okay. So, what he's going to do, because he's from Basildon, okay, he's a bit of a Nike boy. He's a bit of an Adidas trainer addict and things like that. Suddenly on his account has been like a massive shipment of Adidas trainers and Nikes. Now, I don't know what that's all about, but I think because he's stranded there at the moment, even though he's on operational duties, to get to my amazement, I think I know what's going on, and I've got an issue. I've got a massive issue. Okay, so the massive issue has arisen, and it is a crispy roll. And that is what now I wanted a cooked roll, but I think that is actually taking the piss. So what I'm going to do, but I've got to get a roll now, so it's not like I can do, so fucking Jesus Christ. Wow, right, okay, so I've got to get another roll out. You get a roll with it, and you get a burnt one too. So, but I'm not one to, shy away from, mischievous issues and shit like that. We have to do another one, we've got to do another one, so I've just fucked that up. So, yeah, so I'm going to try not to cut it in haste. There we go. So, just perfectly, like literally cut. Like a skilled Mitch would do, You know, it's just another technique of being able, it's another opportunity of being able to show you the spreadage of a roll. Yeah, that one, I can't, obviously, even with my Mitchy skills, I don't think I'm going to be able to do much with that. It happens. It happens to the best of us, yeah. Sometimes the best of us, you know, it can occur. Right, we'll ignore that because we were going on a bit too much, and that's why that happens. Or just involving you into, you know, different situations that can happen and what's going to go on. Right, okay, let's do it because we've got lots of serious things to do now. Okay, now I need onion, right? So I've got a red onion here. I'm going to need a bit of red onion each going on. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to do it live. I don't normally do it live, okay? But it's a way of just showing you, you know, the Michelin skill levels of what's going on. So yeah, so anyway, so that is the scenario of Baz, double agent 129, stuck on the island of sorry. It's got like fuck all resources. It's a bit of a shithole, and I'm not very happy for. I'm unhappy for him. Yeah, I mean, I know he's accomplished a goal. I've had a conversation with the Mitchies. I said to him at the end of the day, I'm not happy with this. You know, you put him in a bit of a situation where you stranded him. But I said at the end of the day, the opportunities of delivering Michelin starriness to people like myself, who 3 years on are still soldiering towards a Mitchie letter. I know a lot of people are like thinking this is impossible, but it is a thing. So this is how the shit is. So right, yeah. So there we go. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to strip that away for no reason at all. I don't want to cut them away because I want to keep them. Right. So I'm just going to cut in. I'm wankered. So. And I'm just distressed about the situation of Baz. Right, I'm going to have a look at this because I think this is going to be a nightmare. Right, I'm going to burn for about 50 of them. Oh. I'm not saying nothing. Right, I see what I'm going to do is I'm not going to grill them because I've just literally burnt the second one as well. So I've literally wasted 2 rolls for absolutely no reason at all. So I've just burnt the second one as well. But it's fucked. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to... that's fucked. I've just had to chuck it in the bin. So I'm really annoyed now because I've only got 2 left. So... right, okay, I'm not going to do it. I'll see what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it. Oh, it's bullshit. I've literally only got 2. This is now my 3rd roll. I only want to do 1. Oh, this is mental. Oh, I'm having like a meltdown attack now. So I'm I'm not even chucking that one. I'm going to keep it. I'll just scrape it off and have it for later. So I'm not going to chuck it. Right, I'm going to put it under the residual heat that's already in there. I'm going to do that. That's bollocks. So. Okay, am I actually? Yeah. Oh, it's even come open, so it's going to be. Oh, fucking hell. Right, okay. I see what I'm going to do. I'm going to literally watch this like a hawk, and I'll see you in a minute. Right, okay, I'm watching it like a fucking hawk, like I said, like starvation for about fucking 6 weeks, and he's gonna get this fucker right. So there you go, and it's not burned, it's not fucked. So there you go. Right, 3rd time fucking lucky. 2nd one was a winner, and this one's fucking happening. So there we go. Right, here we go. I'm gonna plate it up. Literally, this is literally a plate up. Right, it's. I know it comes sudden. It comes strong and it becomes an issue. Yeah. And that's how it's going to be. And that's the situation of it. Right, okay. That's off. I'm going to close that because it's getting too hot. Right, I'm going to butter it first of all. That's the thing I'm going to do. So it's it's not burnt or anything like that. I know everyone's going, oh my god. But it ain't. It's just going to be nicely buttered. I'm going to butter it. Right. There we go. Nice. I've just farted as well, actually, so that was pretty good. So, right, okay, nice, buttered, and all the expectations of a buttering that would do, and all that stuff, it is in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have a conversation with the McCheese at the moment, so because we're not happy with obviously the scenario. I think he should be rescued. He said that I'm going to just butter the inside of the bread for no reason. Right? So I'll do that over here. I'll just spin the plate around and use my own intellect and intuition to do that. Right? It needs to be sodded off. So right, I mean, yeah. So we got an ability. Right. So it's literally like a baguette, but not. So there we go. Right now. I'm just calming down my majesty in this event. This is a historic event. I'm going to chuck these. I shouldn't do, but I'm not going to. And here we go. Right. What we're going to do is the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out a block of cheese. I'm going to bring out the cheese slices. Okay. This is going cheese slice bound. Okay. We need to start getting compromised or uncompromised. Right, so I'm bringing out my cheddar forces of interment and secutional abilities. So, right, okay, here we go. I'm going to bring out a cheese. I'm going to graft it and I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to make sure its meaning is true. I'm feeling for Basil and Bob. I'm going to use big grater. I mean, I don't think it's fair. So I think basically what's gone on is because I had a little discussion with Basil and Bob, and he's basically going to make a life raft out of Adidas trainers and Nike Airs. That's his plan. Okay. Now I have been in conversation with the McCheese. I said I don't think it's right that you stranded him now. So don't forget, if he wasn't given a mission as soon as he finished that previous mission on the Ruby, he would just be able to get a flight back with on the behalf of the McCheese. But because he's on a mission now, he can't do that. Right? It's all internal politics. I disagree with it, frankly. I'll remove that because that looks a bit rubbish. Right, okay, here we go. This is what we're going to do. Yeah. We're gonna lay some cheese. We're gonna go cheese laying. Yeah. Now I have a very different cheese here that I'm gonna. It's a white cheese, okay, but it's rare, but it's powerful. So we're gonna lay. Well, I'm gonna do the chips as out, and we're gonna just do the situation there. So we're using American cheese. Yeah. Easy peasy, lemon double squeeze it. Okay, but we've got to do it in a certain way. Nice. So I want to lay them frankfurters on that, okay, and then we're going to pour on that stuff, and it's going to be amazing. These aren't breaking up like the cheaper ones. These are slightly more expensive American cheese. And we're going to go for a 3 stacker. We're going to go for the white one underneath is a first stacker, but that's just the first layering of expectations. And with this one, is it going to break up? It's not. It's holding true, and it's holding the course. And yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So here we go. We're gonna stack our shit. I'm going to put another one actually there, just because we can. You know, we've got the means to do so, so we might as well take a chance in that exploitation. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to lay it in and, you know, let's take it up. There we go. We're going to rectify our mistakes. Right, okay. This is the next layer we're going to do. Right, we've got the actual chili mix. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so we're just making sure this thing is now stable. Yeah. And now what we're going to do, we don't need that wooden spoon. We might need the wooden spoon actually, we don't know yet. Okay, we've got the actual frankfurters themselves. Oh, let's try it because they're smaller. I'm gonna give it a layering of 3. I think 3's really generous and I think it's appropriate. Absolutely lovely. Nice. So I'll keep the rest of the garlics out there. Okay, so what we're looking at a 3 stacker. Yeah. There's bits coming out the back of it. It's looking pretty fucking amazing at the moment, yeah. I know them chili dogs are thinner, but we've got 3 of the fuckers in now, yeah. You know, it's like you're in a tiger tank. Okay, you are, but you got 3 T-34s coming at you, hellbound, packing some serious shit. What are you gonna do? You're gonna panic. You're gonna drop. You're gonna split. You're gonna run. What are you gonna do? You're gonna accept the fate of amazement. That's what you're gonna do. Okay, now what we're going to do is we've now got to skillfully apply some more chili sauce on here, and this can only be introduced with a certain spoon. And I'm going to bring out a spoon. Right, to do this. This is talking about Michelin ability. We need to get the most lucid part of the chili sauce imaginable. There's going to be bits, it's like the outer edges which are the best bits really. Bits falling off, it's fine, it's not a problem. The worst thing you can do is overcompensate at this moment. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's cool. Right, we've got some clean up issues to do, which aren't an issue. Okay. A little bit of patchwork today. That's all. Okay, nice. Nice, and you got that cheese you can see. Okay. Right now, we're not finished yet. Not by a long way. I've got spring onion to do. And with this, just get your scissors. Just cut a bit off. That's all we're after. Bit of greenery. That's all you want. As you go down, it gets firmer and firmer. You want to make use of that, yeah. Okay. Just take your time. Don't rush. No rush. There's no clock on these things, yeah. We're able to do this because me and you are amazing. Yeah, we're some of the best cooks on the tubes. Even Dennis has got his own specialties. I'll even admit that. Okay, all I do. little bit of red onion, just sprinkle it on there. Bit of green. And the rest of it, if it falls off and it doesn't suit what you're doing, then take it out of there. Yeah. You don't need to pander to the masses. Yeah. What you need to do is pander to yourself. Are you happy with that look? And at the moment, I'm not happy. So what does that mean? That means jalapenos. And this is where we get into the bare bones of this sort of situation. Right. I'm going to bring these out, absolute beauties. So I'm going to take it to a different level. Right. And we're just going to place these jalapenos on there. Yeah. Make sure they don't fall off. Haven't got to do too much, just to say that they're on there. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Yeah. It's called panic obfuscation. Now the cheese, the rest of the cheese is going to go on, and this is where you can do what you want. I would personally just scatter it like that. We're going to do a bed. We're going to whack the rest of the onions in the cheese. Okay, so do a little bed of cheese and onions. Just do that there. And that's where the chips are going to go. The chips are now going to be sitting on a little bit of oniony cheese. Now, you might have noticed I've not put squirters of mustard on this or anything like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let let this speak for itself. I'm just going to let it speak for itself. Okay, now last but not least, the actual bacon. Now this one is not as crispy, okay, but what we're going to do is we're just going to sprinkle it on. We're going to tear it up, and it will sit where it needs to sit, and it will be where it needs to be. Okay, so it is done on a lower heat for longer. It's got more fat into it. It's just got a tiny bit more extra of extra. Absolutely beautiful. A wondrous man, a wondrous piece. Yeah, it's a long one. It's been a beautiful one. Obviously, I'm a little bit dashed with. I'm going to just remove that. I'm going to put that on the chips actually. So I'm just going to remove that. I'm just going to put the chips out. Actually, I'm not. I'm just going to leave it there. Okay. You can just dip it in. You can just dip it in the chips and do whatever. So, I mean, they look nice. That's nice. I think yeah, I'm going to leave the chips as they are. They got their own. They got their own soul. They got their own take on things. You know, at the end of the day, and it's not really up to me to be able to take that away from the chips themselves. A nice sprinkle of salt on them, I think. Just the chips, nothing else. Okay. And there we go. And that's I'm going to leave everything as it is. Yeah, because I think it's a truism to what has happened here today. I've got, I don't know what that one is. Is that a fag or an oregano? But it's covered in oil, so I'm going to take that away and think, oh shit, I've just wasted a doobie. So, right, okay, shut that down there. If it's covered in oil, I'm fucked. I can't use it, can I? So, right, bugger. Right, okay. I'm going to take that away there. I'm just going to put that in there. So I might have a little bit, but not too much. Right, I think that's nice. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is I think we should just leave it. Let's do a little sprinkling showing. I mean, it's pretty mental. So I've burnt through 2 rolls, you know, to get to the final result, which I think is pretty stunning. But we'll have a look, won't we? So, because I always go absolutely mental. I always do. I always go over the top. Right. Hold on to your bum cheeks. Put your fucking tits away. Stop wanking your knob off. Over my amazement. And I'll see you absolute fucking peasants in a bit. Right, okay, and here we are. We're doing it. We're not doing a taste test because it's just too fucking mental. So, I mean, that's it. So, it's not like a massive roll anymore. That's my hand. But, I mean, it is mental, isn't it? I mean, fucking hell. So, I've just got a mound of cheese and stuff there. Fucking hell. Right, so that's the chips. You've got to serve chips with it. Fucking hell, come on. Right, that's all the goodness in there. Look at that shit. Come on, the crispy bacon as well. Come on. The spring onion, the cheddar. Fucking hell. A nice roll. I mean, come on, man. You know what I mean? And then, you know, or we could have like fairy cakes that just got some lemon curd plonked in it and some raspberry sauce and their shit anyway. Fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, make an effort. Fuck's sake. Right, anyway, you absolutely lovely fuckers. Yeah. I think that's mental. Another, yeah, it's more it's mental, isn't it? So anyway, I love it. So anyway, you absolutely lovely, glorious bastards. I should actually rename you like the Glorious Bastards, shouldn't I, really? Right, anyway, you know, yeah, we don't do it like Dennis. We don't fucking do stupid burnt shit. Well, not even burnt, just undercooked slop. Right, this is mental. It is mad. It's going to be amazing. And I'll see you lovely fuckers in the next one. Right, be good. Take care of yourselves. Yeah, fucking hell. Wow. There we go. Look forward to your one. Cheap unit. Over to you, my brother. Let's see what you can come up with. See you later.